Hi, it's Ian from the Postal Hub podcast.
And Marek from Last Mile Experts.
And we are the Last Mile Prophets. This is the last word on the last mile. This video is created thanks to Modern Expo, one of the key players in the world's parcel locker market. Modern Expo's product portfolio includes innovative solutions with refrigeration and freezing cells, Bluetooth locks, and even personal parcel lockers. Marek, Parcel Post Expo was recently held in Frankfurt. We were there. We recorded all these other videos, parcel lockers, sorting equipment, and various other ones. And the links will be down below somewhere. We chatted with a couple of other companies that sort of don't all fit into one bucket. So sort of this miscellaneous, makes it sound a little bit like afterthoughts, but three very different companies that we're going to talk about in this video, aren't we, Marek?
Absolutely. I think it's interesting. Kantar's interesting because we're having a market research company that's realized that the last mile is a big deal. And they've started taking an interest in that space. We've got our friends from Scandit who, they've been around for a while, but their technology is evolving all of the time. And we've got Southco, who are interesting because they produce a very important component. And we can talk about that in a minute.
Right, let's have a look at the videos right now.
So Patricia, it's really good to see you here at Post Expo. Is there anything that you are particularly proud of that you'd like to share with us from your stand?
Yeah, sure, Mark. We recently just launched our new product, Metric Scan Count it's called, and it helps especially inexperienced drivers or gig economy drivers, for example, to get more user guidance and overlays, augmented reality overlays, to identify quickly if, for example, for unloading, if they have a whole van full of packages to unload, to identify if they have everything that should be unloaded correctly scanned and can then unload, also avoid mistakes or errors in unloading.
You know what, it would be really good. I don't know if this is going to work, but let's see if we can do a demonstration. So, Patricia, can you try and do a demonstration? We'll see if we can record it.
Sure, let's try. So I go on van unloading. I need a bit of distance because I want to capture everything at once. And it's like a camera.
Okay.
I simply tap scan, and you see, everything was scanned. I get a list of all the items, and I even get that one item was scanned, but actually shouldn't be unloaded here. I can delete it, remove the parcel, and that's it.
So here you have it, with one scan, and this is a normal smartphone. It doesn't require a special device.
It's a normal smartphone. We kind of pimped it a bit with a rugged case, with a pop socket or a strap, but it's a normal case.
So Robert, it's really good to see you at Post Expo. Is there something that you're particularly proud of that you'd like to share with us from your stand?
Yeah, thank you. Last of the, let's say, Southco most developed product is our electronic locker or locking solution. It's R4EM05, the miniaturic version of the lock, which is this one, and has complete feature embedded inside Bluetooth, door sensor, latch sensor, and the previous generation you can see here. So we really succeed with the minimalization and really good usage for any locking application, like last mile delivery, lockers,
If
whatever.
I was to ask you, so what is the difference? What is the key benefit? Does it use less power? Is it more reliable?
Absolutely. It's using the power, only changing the state of the locking power. So that means there is no consumption, ideally used for battery powered application, and really minimum consumption. Whenever it's changing the stage, it's consuming the energy. Whenever it's locked or open, there is no consumption. Really huge benefit against any solenoid solution or whatever like this.
Wonderful. Well, as you know, I'm a big fan of lockers, and these are the things that make lockers work. So, Will, it's really unusual to see Kantar at Post Expo. It isn't a company I'd expect to find here. What's the story? Why are you here?
Yeah, well, so it's the first one of these we've been to. So we're dipping our toe into the water. But we've worked with the postal industry for 30 years, holding some huge contracts for transit time measurements, for regulatory purposes, and really we're looking to get out and get I suppose get more sales, get people to know that we work into this vertical.
What sort of products do you think are going to be sort of most interesting for the last mile postal Kerr Express parcel market?
Yeah, so the two products that we're here to sell are our transit time measures and our ad mail currencies. So transit time measures, that's about bringing in an external company to validate the quality of service that you're delivering to your clients. Because with competition rife in the poster market, if you're only competing on cost, then it's a race to the bottom. We allow you as a validator to produce a validated data set that will prove the quality that you deliver. I suppose that's our job.
Great. Well, look, enjoy the event. Thank you for your time.
Thank you very much. Cheers.
Well, there we have it, Marek. We looked at Scandit, at Southco, and at Kantar. I know you've got a bit of an interest in smart locks. No, it's not just about parcel lockers, everybody. Marek's also got a bit of interest in smart locks. So tell us a bit about, well, you've got some comments on smart locks.
These guys actually, they're more producers of the locks rather than, because a smart lock is where you have it linked to an app and it opens your garage door or whatever else. But these are the locks. And why I'm really interested in locks is not many people know this, but actually the single most important component in a parcel locker is the lock itself. Because if that goes wrong and suddenly flips open or won't close, it sort of damages the customer experience. So actually the component, most people would say that, it's the CPU. And of course, it's a problem if that goes wrong because everything goes wrong. But the reality is those things don't go wrong so often. The locks are the component, hopefully, given that you don't have a printer, the locks are the component that fail most frequently. So it's important to have good quality locks. And I think what's interesting here is, these guys are top end in terms of locks. There's a lot of alternatives from China, but the equation, can these guys get the quality to the point where it's going to balance the cost difference with China? Because this is an important component.
Well, yeah. So let's also talk about some of the other companies we saw. We saw our friends from Scandit. It's always impressive, isn't it, Mark? The sort of the power they're able to get out of just a regular, smartphone device.
Yes, Ian. It's really cool. What I like is the fact that you can use a very low cost, simple, standard commercial device. And for me, what I like most is the ability to scan several tens of parcels in one moment, being able to identify a specific one if you need it, or being able to see which one's out of place. So really, really powerful tool. Super cool for stock keeping because, in PUDOs or even small access points, you've got this issue with sometimes non-trained staff having to do a stock count and so on. So this makes it really, really easy. I love that. There's a separate videos that we have with Scandit anyway. So if anyone's interested, they can take a look at that. So I think that was quite interesting. And the final one that I found really cool was the Kantar one, which is, the fact that a market research company has decided that the last mile is so important that you need to start preparing dedicated information in that space. So these guys have real potential. So let's see, where they develop. What's the next step in terms of the information they'll be providing.
Marek, thanks for being part of Last Mile Profits today.
Thank you, Ian. Thank you, everyone.